Alright, Sabotage at Rhen Var is what we're starting off with in part 3 of Let's Play Star Wars Battlefront. That is a planet I have never heard of before, Rhen Var, before this game obviously. So no loading screen, just straight to the level here. Emperor's talking to me, telling me what to do. Apparently there's a pretty important monitoring station on here that we're supposed to protect. And pilots can build blaster turrets. That seems like a weird thing for pilots to be able to do. I didn't know they taught how to build turrets in pilot school or whatever, but that's okay. And I'll never get tired of this loading screen. It's one of the best loading screens I've ever seen, at least. And the other thing here is these badass new uniforms we have for the white camo. And the fact that we have white camo means, of course, that this is a snow/ice level, which is a good thing as far as I'm concerned, because there has never been a snow level in a game that I did not like, and this is certainly no exception. Of course, most of the levels in here are pretty good, so this one isn't particularly stand out above the rest, but it's still good. Here we just have everyone going up, just trying to find someone to fight. It gives you a good scale of a space battle, I guess. The map is pretty small and everything, but it really makes you feel like you're part of the Star Wars universe, or like a soldier in the Star Wars universe. Actually taking part in these famous battles, apparently. And a lot of that has to do with the way they treat the single player as basically a multiplayer deathmatch game type. I mean, it was a gamble, but I think it paid off, because it really works better than like a Call of Duty or something, or like the newer Call of Duties, which basically, when it comes down to it, just turn out to be corridor shooters. Not saying that this game is better than Call of Duty, but it does a better job of portraying a space battle with lasers and spaceships than Call of Duty does, if that makes any sense, which it probably doesn't. But anyway, here we are, just trying to do the same thing. The game does get kind of repetitive, but it doesn't really matter to me, because the core gameplay is fun, and when you do that right, it doesn't matter how many times you do it. So basically we just need to capture these command posts and hold them, all the while just killing all the enemy. So I took the blaster rifle here. I think it'll work better not there when you face a turret and just get blown up by one. But I think yeah, let's go back to the sniper. I think the blaster rifle, it was a close corridors map, so I thought it would work better, but the sniper is really the way to go for pretty much every level in this game. At least that's how I feel. I mean, just sit from far away, point and click, and that's basically it. And it works well. This is kind of annoying, though, that I have to keep spawning far away from the actual action. Anyway, let's capture this one here. Actually, once I capture this one, I believe I can spawn there instead, and that would just lead into the action a lot quicker, making this go by a lot smoother. So doing pretty well here with the sniper. Can't hit that guy apparently. Again, I don't really understand why they made this species in this game like humans and Wookiees. Like once we get to the Rebel faction, the Wookiee class is one of the classes you can choose, and the other classes are all humans. The Wookiee class comes with a bowcaster, which is pretty neat. But it would be cooler if they mixed in some more races, because I feel like it would be an interesting commentary on what the actual Star Wars universe is like, because the Empire was in fact very racist, and I would imagine that a lot of other races, it was racist towards anyone that wasn't human, obviously, since the Emperor was a human. But it was racist towards all the other species, and I don't think it would be a hard task for the rebels to get some other species on board with this whole revolution thing. But apparently they just have Wookiees, which I guess is still pretty cool. It's better than just all humans. Anyway, just sniping here. There's a big tower up here. I could go up and use that as a sniping tower, but I'm not going to do that. That's kind of boring. I don't want to sit there for the whole match. Just capture this command post, and that should be good. It's pretty easy to capture when the enemy just faces its back towards you and tries to shoot nothing. And then I shoot them in the face like that. Alright, this one's getting a little tricky on me at least. Alright, he just shot me and then ran away. That was a good strategy, I guess. Anyway, we almost got this captured. And there's really not much more I can say about what I'm doing here. I mean, you've seen this before in the 2 previous videos. Pretty interesting location, at least. But sorry to nerd up this video with a lot of Star Wars information, but I'm sure you don't really want to hear. But if you do, that's cool too. I'm a big Star Wars fan. Though not, oh god. Yeah, thanks for the warning that I was leaving the battlefield, because that quadruple flip off the cliff was definitely a choice I made. So, there you go. Anyway, we're almost gonna win this. It's getting pretty out of hand for the rebels. This monitoring station should be pretty secure. Not really sure what it did in the grand scheme of things, to be honest. I mean, Rhen Var, I don't even know where the hell that is. It seems like... Has the Death Star even blown up yet? I don't even know. So basically, what has happened in this game so far is, if I remember correctly, we took out some dudes on Tatooine, and then we captured Mos Eisley for some reason. And now we're at this monitoring station that the rebels want to capture. But I don't really see... I guess it... I mean, I don't know. See, I say I'm a huge Star Wars fan, and then I also say that I don't know much about, the stuff that didn't happen in the movies. So, that's just the way it is, I guess. I should probably start reading some stuff in the extended universe, but, the movies are really what I enjoy. But anyway, not really sure what protecting this thing does in the grand scheme of things. It might be pretty important. I don't know. Feel free to tell me if you do know. Yeah, I'm tempted to always pick that Imperial Pilot class, because that building the turret thing sounds really interesting. But it's like, I think I would just do better with the sniper rifle, like I've said countless times by now. And their primary weapon is a mortar launcher, which I really don't like using. Anyway, they only have 2 command posts left, so this should be pretty quick. We can either just kill them all or take all the command posts. I don't know what's gonna happen. You see, they're just standing there and letting me snipe them. Like, it doesn't get any easier than that. This is normal difficulty, by the way, if you're wondering. So, it's pretty easy, I have to say. There is one level which gets pretty hard, and it only gets hard because of the restrictions, as in, like, I do well on that level, but the Empire just destroys your teammates, so that score gets out of hand really fast, and you just have to keep pace with them. You'll see that when we come to it. These first few levels for now are pretty easy. And yeah, I mentioned the Empire, so yeah, in that level we do play as the Rebel Alliance. Like I mentioned before, in this video even, you do get to play as the Rebels eventually, once the tide turns, I guess. I think you first play them on Yavin, which makes sense, since I guess that's where the secret base is, and, the Empire finds out about it, and then, the Death Star blows up, so apparently the Rebels protected that. Even though there's only one shot of Yavin in the actual movie, and I don't really know what happens to it. They say in Empire, I believe, that Yavin eventually does fall, and then they have to keep hopping around planets or some bullshit. Yeah, that's why they end up on Hoth. Anyway, that's victory. Erad continues to be the best stormtrooper, as you can see there. Probably because he can revive himself. Let's see, that's a pretty good ability. Here's just some rewards and or details here, and then the awards. So that'll do for part 3, and I'll see you for part 4. Thanks for watching. Bye.